Hello, everybody. I'm Will,
And I'm Kristin.
and this is maybe this is I'm watching this show. On today's episode, we're trying something new.
Something.
We're trying to see if we can remote record for the new Wicked trailer. If this is your first time, I'm pretty excited. Kristin's a little bit more skeptical. We're gonna watch it and then talk about it afterwards. So.
Yep.
Are people born wicked? Or do they have wickedness thrust upon them? You're green.
I am.
I love her glasses.
Welcome, new students, to Shiz University. Miss
Elphaba.
You can room with Miss Grande.
Popular. I know about popular. Oh, space, by the way.
Do you really think this is fair?
I do not. I was promised a private suite. But thanks for asking.
Oh, it's so pink.
It's gonna be good. I'm sorry. It's gonna be good.
Please, everyone take your seats. In today's Oz, a real sorcerer who possesses true magic has become all too rare.
Absolutely remarkable.
That was you who made all that happen. How did you do it?
I don't know. I've never known.
You, come with me.
Nice.
Not you. You.
There's
You're
costumes.
the one the wizard has been waiting for.
Glinda?
Ew. I know. It's my granny's. I'd give it away, but I don't hate anyone that much.
She's gonna be such a bitch.
You should join us tonight.
She's
And don't
such a
tell me
bitch.
You have nothing to wear. Because you could wear this.
Something has changed within me.
She doesn't give a twig what anyone thinks.
Something is not the same.
Of course she does. She just pretends not to.
The wonderful Wizard of Oz summons you to the Emerald City. Come with me.
What?
To meet the wizard.
Why couldn't possibly? This is your moment. I'm coming.
Ooh, that's kind of neat.
Something bad is happening in Oz.
The best way to bring folks together is to
Oh my God, it's a carriage.
Enemy.
I don't care for that anything.
Gosh.
You have no real power.
That's why I need you.
Don't let her get away! This wicked witch.
Is she a villain?
Don't be afraid.
I'm not afraid. It's the wizard who should be afraid of me.
Okay. I have things to say. I will say, first of all, I don't know actually anything about the musical, so is that how Glinda is?
Okay.
Because
Okay,
I didn't
considering
know
that
that. I thought she was actually sweet
No,
in
she's
the
a
musical.
bitch.
Okay,
No, she's a
I had
bitch.
no idea. I am a little more acceptable. Like, Ariana Grande is a little more acceptable to me now.
Okay.
That was one of my biggest problems.
Considering that I'm the knowledgeable one, I have not actually seen the show. We both
Yeah,
are
same.
uniquely qualified and unqualified to speak on this because I am very familiar with Oz and you have read the book, both of which do not really factor into this. I've listened to the soundtrack. Like, I know the music from
Okay.
it, but I don't actually know the story other than what I inferred from the context of the music.
Okay. I just didn't realize that, like, I thought Glinda was sincere. I didn't realize that she was being passive-aggressive.
She's all that.
Okay.
It starts off, to my understanding, I think it starts off with her being mean, and then they, like, bond. And then Glinda is, like, stuck in this place where does she, like, because I think she kind of, like, represents the establishment. And so it's like, how does she toe the line with, like, the narrative and then who she knows this person to be?
Sure. Okay. I'll say that, and then I'll say also that I was slightly more impressed with the visuals this time too. I think maybe there was something slightly unfinished about that teaser they released. This does look richer. I do still think that it is just kind of like shiny CGI nonsense, but I'm a little more into it.
It looks more comprehensive to me. And the specific make or break moment for me was Michelle Yeoh. I think her casting, and I think seeing her. Once I saw her, I feel like I understood what this production was. And again, we are sticklers for costumes, and I think that the state of the costume industry has been very bleak for probably about the last 20 years. And this is not redefining costumes based on what I've seen, but it at least feels like they give a shit. And that's the issue I have, especially with Disney.
Yeah, they look nice, and I think that they look unique enough, and I like, it's sort of, I mean,
well, you said rich, and I was going to say the same thing.
I said what?
Rich?
Oh, yeah. I think basically it's sort of on par with Barbie in a way, in that sense, because it's like there's only so much you can do with pink, but it's like they're doing a lot of things with pink. So I feel better about it. And now I feel like we also have to do the Muppets Wizard of Oz for Thanksgiving, because this is also Thanksgiving. With 2 Wizard of Oz's for Thanksgiving.
Well, let's do the Wiz. Let's just throw them all in there.
The Wiz. Yeah, everything. A Wizard of Oz Thanksgiving. It'll be great.
I've kind of been looking for a reason to revisit the MGM movie, because it's been years since I've seen that. So we can just go all in. I'm stoked. My biggest fear, because I have a whole pitch on why I think Ariana is the smartest choice. I don't know that I think she's maybe the best, or I think she's certainly qualified. I think her and Cynthia have good chemistry. Borderline, we'll have to wait and see. I know that they look... Yeah. Cynthia registers older than Ariana by a significant amount. However, when you're dealing with this level of fantasy, that doesn't really bother me all that much.
Not always. The only thing for me that makes it a little bizarre is that it's supposed to be a school, and Elphaba is supposed to have just arrived there. Not like she needs to be like a freshman or whatever, but it's a little bit... I don't know. Like, I agree with you. The like perceived age gap is probably my biggest hurdle.
Well, I haven't even actually gotten. I'm winding down because I apparently have a lot to say about this, considering I don't know anything about it. But if you think about it, like college, Elphaba could be older. Like, she could be a little bit not quote unquote past her prime. Trying to fit in with these younger, more established, like what you would expect. Yeah. And I think that could really factor in with so kind of a She's All That meets Never Been Kissed. I'm going teen. Teen movie. Yeah. My biggest hurdle is I cannot, again, based on what I know about it, I cannot fathom what they're going to do with 2 movies unless they are adding a significant amount to it.
Oh my god. No, I'm mad again. I forgot they were splitting it. No, I'm angry again.
Well, there's so much lore to work with from both L. Frank Baum and it was Maguire, right? that did the
something
book.
McGuire, Gregory McGuire, I think.
Yeah, so they could there's material they could bring in, but
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the part where I am unsold, and I kind of have a
same.
theory that Hollywood is in a great period of transition, and I think unfortunately this production is going to be one of the last bastions of the previous era. I think it's
Sure.
going to be a good production, but I think it's going to suffer from some of the 2000s, 2010 Hollywood movie bloat.
I think it's
And
going to be
that's just
partially
the
like
nature.
a herald of the new order.
Mhm.
Basically, it's going to
A-
this
a
is
mixture.
going to be it's going to be half like look at what we could do and half of like look at what we did.
Look at what we were forced to do just
it's gonna be like a
just
little
to
bit
make
of a-
this happen, which is how I feel about Into the Woods. So,
Sure.
but if they pull off, the vocals are there, I think the designs are there, and I think the story's there, and I'm now just optimistic. So
I'm feeling
the
more
caution is
optimistic. Yeah.
you still reserve the right to be.
I
hate it.
reserve the right. Yeah, I reserve the right to see this at Thanksgiving and be like, nah. So, we'll see.
So, okay, hopefully this worked and I can do something with this, and you'll find out if you're watching it. So,
Bye.
like and subscribe, please.